everyone, welcome back. Some pretty big news to announce today. You might have already seen this. It's all over Twitter and social media, but there have been official casting announcements for Clark slash Superman and Lois Lane in Superman Legacy, which will be the first film that we will see from the new DC studios under James Gunn and Peter Safran's leadership. Officially, David Cornsweet, I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but I think David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnan will play Clark slash Superman and Lois Lane. Over the past, couple of months, couple of weeks, there's been a lot of different things coming out about like the top, the short list of people and for those roles. Recently there were, story reports coming out about test screenings and different pairings that they were test screening between different actors up for Superman and for Lois. David Cornsweet was kind of always a name that was being brought up, ever since casting stuff started coming out more. And so I think over in the more recent weeks, it was kind of pointing towards him mostly. Some of David Cornsweet's past work includes Hollywood, which was a Netflix series. He was also in the Netflix series The Politician, and a horror indie from A24 called Pearl. His next project that he's going to be seen in will be with Natalie Portman in Apple Project, The Lady in the Lake. Now, Rachel Brosnan, she has become well known over recent years for her role in the Amazon series The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she was also in Netflix's House of Cards as well. She was in the movie The Courier with Benedict Cumberbatch. So those are some of their previous works that you might have seen them in. There's also been some rumors regarding who's going to play Lex Luthor. I've seen a report that both of the Skarsgård brothers may be in the run, so that's kind of interesting. Probably find that out pretty soon also. So you may be a little bit surprised that this is coming out ahead of Comic-Con, because I think that's where a lot of us were expecting to see an announcement for the official casting, even if rumors have been coming out beforehand. However, DC hasn't even announced yet if they're going to be at Comic-Con, which is pretty crazy. But, Marvel and a bunch of other studios, Universal, several other studios are not going to be at Comic-Con this year. They might have also wanted to put this out ahead of time because there could be another strike coming up from the SAG-AFTRA, which is the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. So there is a writer's strike going on right now, and these other labor unions might also go on strike soon as well. And if these unions go on strike, then the actors would not be allowed to promote upcoming projects at Comic-Con. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the other studios not going to Comic-Con or if it's other reasons. James Gunn also confirmed it on Twitter, retweeting one of the articles reporting it, saying, accurate, they are not only both incredible actors but also wonderful people. I wish I could say that I was hyped and excited about this. It is obviously, I think, one of the biggest reportings that's going to be happening as far as the new DC reboot is concerned. I think the next big casting announcement would be Lex Luthor, and then, Batman for Brave and the Bold, and Robin for that matter. That would be a pretty big announcement too. But I wish I could feel excited and hyped about this. I mean, good for them. These are obviously big roles for their careers, and I hope that they get the best experience possible out of it. No hate on them personally as actors or anything like that. I wish I could say I was more excited and hyped about it. It's hard not to want it to be Henry Cavill. That's impossible. That's never going to change for me, and I think a lot of other fans as well. You can enjoy Superman Legacy. You can be happy with these castings. I'm not disappointed with them for any specific reason. It's just I wish it was Henry Cavill getting his movie. That's especially because we've had him back for just such a brief moment, and that excitement and that was mind-blowing. I couldn't believe that was happening, and then it got taken away so quickly, and it's just hard not to wish that it was that situation, but I do hope that they get a good movie for these actors. I hope that people don't try to personally attack them just because we're not getting Henry Cavill and Amy Adams and all of the other casts that we had before. Don't personally attack them. Don't be disrespectful about it. they want these roles. This is an important role for them. You know, they want to be supported too. And obviously, I think they probably know going into this, there's no way you're going to avoid comparisons. You're not going to avoid comparisons. You're not going to avoid anything like that. You have big shoes to fill, but there's going to be those of us fans that, yeah, it may be a perfectly fine movie. You know, they may do perfectly fine in these roles. They may be a great Superman, maybe a great, you know, it's still hard not to want Henry Cavill. But I'm not going to have any personal attacks against them. You know, it's just that diminishes for me the excitement of this announcement. I can't get really excited about it because of what happened, you know, with everything else. So, but it's definitely big news, and so I wanted to share it on the channel because I know it's a big story today. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys for the support on the channel. Don't forget to head over and see anything you might have missed recently. Check out the links in the description, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon.